was supposed to rain really hard here today and it didn't, so I'm really sad. Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to talk about Blackbeard's Ghost. The film stars Dean Jones, Peter Ustinov, Suzanne Pleshette. It's directed by Robert Stevenson with cinematography by Edward Colman. The film is about a new track coach accidentally summoning Blackbeard's ghost from limbo. Couldn't make that up if I tried. We have another case of really harsh shadows, but it works in this film. It's really appropriate. This film is grungy and piratey, and you expect the darkness and the harshness, so it just works in the aesthetic. Dean, Suzanne, and Peter are by far the strongest part of this film, and they're my favorite part of the film. I'm obsessed with Dean's subtleties, how you see the beats in him as they're happening instead of just like all of a sudden things are happening or there's no motivation or it looks like there's no motivation. Dean just has this way with his eyes that you can see it. You can see his thought process, and I really, really, really love that. The first hour and 20 minutes of this film are kind of bland. I didn't really care about the characters. I didn't really care about the story. I was just kind of like, yeah, okay, it's happening. It's not the worst film, but it's not, you know, super enthralling. And then the last 20 minutes are just downright fun and silly. I was so in. I was like, oh my gosh, this is mayhem. It's so fun. And I really loved the last 20 minutes. So I noticed it a little bit in The Happiest Millionaire, but didn't touch on it. And then it happened in this film, so I need to address it. Things are starting to become a little bit morally gray. It's not this is good, this is bad. It's starting to kind of mix and mesh, and you can kind of pick sides. You can kind of disagree or agree. You can kind of, it's very interesting. So in this film, they cheat during track, they cheat during gambling to help these old women. These old women need $38,000 to save their home. They're cheating for a good cause, but they're still cheating. They're still doing a wrong thing. It's very fascinating. And Dean Jones's character was very like, we're not cheating. We can't do that. We'll find a good way to get them their money. We're not cheating. And then toward the end of the film, he becomes okay with it. He helps cheating and gambling. He helps do all this. He joins sides with Blackbeard, which is crazy if you think about it. We've gone from like, this is good, this is bad in Disney films to, well, it's for a good reason. We're gonna get to a point where I won't be able to talk about movement anymore. Maybe my favorite movements, but movement will just, they're just part of the films now. It just is a critical part of telling the story, and it's so effective. Blackbeard's Ghost, not my favorite, not the worst. I really enjoyed the last 20 minutes, so I'm gonna have to give it 5 ships out of 10. I'm being a little generous because the last 20 minutes were really funny, but 5 ships out of 10. Our total movie count is... Parent death toll and cry counters are the same. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and you'll find out what movie I'm watching when. I put out videos every Monday and Friday. What do you think of Dean Jones' subtle acting moments, if you've even seen them? Watch these movies and see them, okay? Okay, great. Let's talk about it down in the comments. Until next time, comment, like, subscribe, but I'm not in charge like you are, so you do you, and don't be Sydney about it. Don't stick to my forehead.